So hello friends, welcome to Bitwise Coding channel. My name is Rahul Chaudhary, and in my previous video we have seen this 9 endpoints and what they are used for. We have also seen that, and I have explained you mostly I have explained the JWT portion, but today I am going to explain all these 9 endpoints, how they have been used in the front end, but I will be showing you it via Postman. So let's start with the very first endpoint, which we are using for registration for a user. So let's start. Just check. Let me check my server is started. Yes. So this is the endpoint that we will be using for user registration purpose. So as I have said in my last video that this this column or this field should be exactly same as we have used in our view, like this one. It should contain the same spelling with the same case sensitivity, then only it will accept the value. So let's create one person first with the name like Peter Parker. Then we will give the email address as peter@gmail.com, and let the password be rahul@1234 and then user type. So as I have discussed that our user can be of two different types. It can be admin or it can be normal user. So we will create both. First we will create one admin. So let me check my model once. So now we have to I have given all the fields with all their values. Now we have to click on send. Then we will go and check in our Postman, sorry, we will go and check in our database that any user with the Peter Parker who have a user type as admin is registered or not. We will also see it now that is there any Peter Parker. So this is my database health with log, and in this table all the users are present. So all total there are 1 2 3 4 5 users. It seems like id are not serially, but it is because I have created a user that have id as one, but I have deleted that. I was testing the software. So is there anyone with the name Peter Parker? So let's see here. There is one Rahul Chaudhary, person 4, person 2, person 3, and person 5. So no Peter Parker is present yet. So let us. So this basically this data we will receive from front end when we will be working on a full stack project. So but as we have created APIs to test that APIs, we use Postman. So let's click on send. Now I got the response user created successfully, and the details of the user. So let's go and check in our database. So one new record is created with the name that has name as Peter Parker, which have a user type admin. So our admin is got registered in the database. Now let's create one user of user type. Let's take a name John Doe and email as John, and the user type will be user. uh, let's click on send. So again, we got the response user created successfully. Let's check. So one more record has added in our database with the name John Doe, who has a user type as user. Okay, so I hope the user registration part, the endpoint for the user registration is clear, that how we will be checking the endpoints when we will create that. Then if then we have to, uh, if we want some partial updation on our user detail, then how to do that. So as we have all seen that, uh, about the means our admin. So let's see. So if I want to change the user type of, means the email of my admin, which we have created just now, that we have created Peter. So let's change his mail to peterparker@gmail.com. So we can write here peterparker@gmail.com. Oh, sorry, I think there is a mismatch. I have changed some. Oh, I have changed this one, but okay, no, not an issue, not an issue. The ID is 8. The ID is 8, so we have to provide the ID here. Then only it will change. So first we have to, okay, 8. Now we will be changing the Peter_Parker@gmail.com. So this particular email of Peter Parker will be changed and become Peter_Parker@gmail.com. So let's start. So we got the response with the message data changed successfully, and we have also got the data that we have changed. So let's check in our database. Peter_Parker@gmail.com. So it is changed. Now let's move to our another endpoint, that is a put. So suppose I have already one user is present here, but we will not move with this. We will be still moving with the with our Peter Parker. So but the entire name of the Peter Parker will get changed. Let's suppose Peter John, and we will be using email as Peter, and the user type will be admin. So the ID, we have to provide the ID here, so ID will be 8. Now let's see what happened. Data changed successfully, and basically we use put endpoints when we want to change all the data of the user, and we go for patch update when we want to do a partial update on the data. So let's check in the database. Now the email should be changed to peter@gmail.com, and name should change to Peter John. So let's see what happened. Yes, it is changed. It is peter@gmail.com, and the name has changed to Peter John. So let's move to the next endpoint, that is get every user. It is a get API or get endpoint. So we just need to click on the send button, and all the users that are into my databases all will be shown as a response. So here is person 2, person 3, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5, John Doe, Raj Chaudhary, and Peter John. Let's check all of them. Raj Chaudhary, person 4, person 2, person 3, person 5, Peter, John, and John Doe. So this was the get endpoint, and then we have a delete data, a data to delete the endpoints. So let's select one of the data. I want to delete this person 4, means yes, this person 4 which have an email of 4. So what is the ID? ID of this person 4 is 2. So let's delete. So I have to give the ID here, and then just I have to click the send. Then I'm getting the response as user deleted successfully. Let's check this into my database. The ID 2 is gone, but I think the ID 2 was something, someone else, means ID 2 was for Raj Chaudhary. So it has deleted the ID 2. Then coming to login user, here comes the JWT part again. So we will be logging in with our admin peter@gmail.com. So let's type the password, sorry, email peter@gmail.com, and password is this. So let's click on send. So here we got the response where a message is given, login successful, a access token is given, and a refresh token is given, and the name, email, and user type. So I hope you remember what is access token and what is refresh token. If not, I will give a glance. So like access token is required. Access token is, first of all, is a token uh, which is which has a short lifespan, whereas refresh token is a token which have a lifespan longer. Like it refresh token has a lifespan of around 10 days, 15 days, maybe 30 days, but access token has a lifespan of around 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, like that. So the cycle goes like, whenever we whenever we try to log in any website or any software, there these two, both the tokens are generated, access token and refresh token. Access token allows us to log in into that software. So, and by the time when the 15 minutes or 30 minutes gets over, means by the time the lifespan of access token gets over, using this refresh token that can be saved in the cookies, or in case of Android we have to manually fetch this refresh token. By using this refresh token, we generate a new access token which is again have a validity of 30 days or 30 minutes or 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and one new refresh token that again have the same longer lifespan, like 15, 20, 7 days, anything among them. So we got the access token, we got the refresh token. So hence my login is successful. So now we will move to this particular endpoint, get authentic user. So in views, we have seen that, let me close all these functions. Okay, this was my user underscore API, which I have given name authenticate user. This is a get request. So basically this is a request in which we have to, only the user which is able to pass this permission classes and authentication classes are allowed to access this particular function, means this particular route, and that for that endpoint, this was the corresponding function. Like the endpoint, the name of this endpoint is user underscore API underscore view, as we can see in our API also, user underscore API underscore view. So this particular uh, view, function based view, is the view that have one permission class is authenticated and one authentication class JWT authentication. So we have discussed about the JWT authentication class in my previous video. So I will be not taking that much time again. So basically this will return the user that is currently logged in. So let's see. But before accessing this route, as there are these classes present, so we have to provide our access token, so that the Django will ensures that the user that is trying to access this particular endpoint or this particular function based view is authenticated user. So first we have to copy the access token from here that we have generated by the time when we have logged in, and we have a bearer. We have to select here the authorization, then we have to write here the bearer, and here we have to give the access token. uh, you know why we are giving authorization and bearer? Let's see. Remember this particular part. This is the way we will get the access token from the user when the user is trying to access any endpoint which is secure. So we have to fetch this particular end, this particular access token, so that the user gets authenticated and can access those routes. That's why we are giving the access token here. Now let's click to send. It should return me the user that is logged in. So here in the response, we got the user details, which is currently logged in. We have also logged in with the Peter Parker. So we have got, sorry, not Peter Parker, Peter John, because we have changed his name, Peter John. Now this is the endpoint. This is the endpoint which is responsible for generating the new token. As I discussed, like, to keep on generating new tokens, we have to we use the refresh token. So this particular endpoint is responsible for keep on generating access token and refresh token. When the access token expires, it fetches the refresh token and again generates the access token, and as and a new refresh token as well. So let's click on send. Then we will get a new access token as well as a refresh token in our response with the user details. Invalid token field ID expected. Let's try it again. Yes. So actually it was the previous data which was stored, that why it was giving that error. But we got the response where we have got the details about the current logged in user and a new access token and a new refresh token through which we can again use. So let's check the is this access token and refresh tokens are valid or not. So we can check this from this endpoint only. So authorization bearer, and then here we will paste our access token, and the response will be same. Yes, it is not throwing error, means our access token are very much valid. Then the last point, the last endpoint is the logout endpoint. So this is basically just give us a response that you are successfully logged out. So let's see. So we got a message in the response, logout successful. So I hope you enjoyed the video and all these 9 endpoints is understood. Okay, thanking you.